Samore Love. So we're going to talk about Black Ink Crew, the next episode that we are watching, and we're just going to have like a little bit of a chit chat. It's not going to be an actual recap. So let's go ahead and chit chat. Let's talk. So Cesar, he had like a talk with Donna because, as we all know, Donna did that horrible tattoo, and he had to like let her know about herself real quick. Like, you're an apprentice. You can't be doing things like this. You don't have a license yet. And she's talking about how she does too much and just really like complaining. I feel like if you're somebody that's like an assistant or apprentice or whatever, you're supposed to be hungry. You're supposed to show that you really want to get the craft that you're trying to, or you're trying to get that knowledge so that you can be whatever it is that you want to be. But I feel like she was more so in there trying to get laid and trying to socialize with everybody and things like that. So I think that's kind of where she was messing up at. So anyway, she later on has like an argument with Cesar. He calls her the B word, and she ends up calling her boyfriend. Oh, let's not even talk about the boyfriend. The boyfriend, he on some Puma-ish because he got one missing tooth. I'm like, what's up with these dudes and one missing tooth? Like, for real? This is what we represent in New York with some bum-looking people. So anyways, he got one missing tooth. She got his name tattooed on her neck, and I'm just like, girl, you doing too much. Like, on your neck out of all places, like maybe your back or something else. Like, I wouldn't even, come on, girl, you gotta be better than that. Like, y'all just recently got together. Y'all moving super duper fast. They live together and all that. So anyway, she calls her guy or whatever to, I guess she thought he was going to do something because he said, you know, nobody better not disrespect you there. Otherwise, you know how I do. I get crazy. So she calls him up, and Ductchess hears her, and she's like, oh, hold on, wait a minute. Let's do some snitchies. So she goes ahead, and she seems like she's the snitch of the group this like season, or these last few episodes. She's like telling everybody everything, everybody business. She's the one that's putting it out there. So anyways, so she pretty much calls him up, and they tell him everything about her, like how she had sex with Teddy. She also was doing Walter. She did Walter first, then Teddy had to get a little something. Then O was the one that she had finally, who she ended up having a fight with Donna, with whatever her name is, his baby's mother. And she only did that because they had feelings. And it's crazy how he's allowing her to work with all these people. So anyway, she gets fired. I know she kind of regret making that call. And she could have lost everything. She probably lost her boyfriend. And she also definitely lost her job at Black Ink Crew. What else happened? Teddy and Sky and Cesar and Ductchess, they all do a double date, and Teddy reveals to Cesar, who tells his girlfriend, who messes up everything, Ductchess, that Teddy tells him that he had sex with India. And we all know that India and Sky hate each other. Like, they want to fight each other. That's how freaking bad it is. So yeah, he tells him that, and he's just like, yo, you gotta be careful. Like, I think you should just let Sky go if that's the case, if that's the things that you're gonna be doing. And to be honest, I was really disappointed in Teddy because I thought he had kind of changed over, turned a new leaf in his chapter, in his book. And it's like he just showed that he's the same old, same old. Like, come on, dude. I thought you switched it up a little bit. So anyways, moving forward from that, after the big blow up at the fashion show, whatever it was, things are going crazy for Puma. He is pretty much, everything is going downhill with him as far as his business that he had going, how he wasn't really the owner. He was like part owner, even though he used to always claim he was the owner. I guess because he was part owner, he felt like he was the owner. But at the end of the day, Ned, or whatever his name is, has the real say-so in most of the business. I guess he has a larger portion. So Ned is just like, yo, you messed up. You brought it to the hood. Don't talk to me any type of way. And I'm like, dang, like, this dude seems more like a boss than your partner. At the end of the day, he must have more shares than him. And plus, of course, he has more money because he has, I think, multiple shops. I know he definitely has Tough City, which makes a lot of money. That's close to the place where I actually got most of my tattoos done. It's like a block down, but I think they're a little more expensive. I might try them for my next one, but we'll see. Anyways, yeah, so Puma's like, oh, but you don't know the reason why we did this. The reason why this went down is because they came to, they didn't come to your wife's house. They didn't come to you, your wife, and try to do something. He's like, yo, nobody tried to do anything to you. And that's the same thing I said. Actually, not even him. Kwame blew this way out of proportion. And she just made this a horrible situation. She's the one who's at fault for everything that's going on in Puma's life right now. That's what I feel. I mean, I don't know how you guys feel, but I feel like they came to ask him about the whole magazine situation. She's like, oh, why they coming to the house? They came, I don't feel safe. Like, she's the one that amped him up, made him feel a certain way, had her mother talk to him as well. And it just messed his head up. So that's what made him get on this crazy path where he want to fight people and stuff like that. And following that, the only other thing is pretty much the guy was like, Ned was like, yo, either you put your money up to the table, or if you can't do that, then I'm going to have to do what I have to do. Which means, and he was like, yo, you're pretty much out unless you can bring your table, bring your money, and just take over. And from what I've seen in the coming attractions for the next one, it looks like Cesar's also going to be getting an offer, and you know that's going to be horrible. That's going to look so bad for Puma. I know he's going to feel like crap, like a big load of crap that just smells so stink, and it's green and has like little maggots in it. Like, that's how he's going to feel, because you've been talking all this smack, all of this, like, oh, our place is better, this and that, and then this dude ends up owning it. Like, that would be a bad look for him. Moving on from that, the final thing that I seen that happened was Ductchess, she being the good friend that she is, quote unquote, she tells Sky what she heard from Cesar, which is that Teddy had sex with India. She tells her at the worst time ever, because they're all out, they're having a customer client appreciation day, and she won't tell her something like that, and she's like, oh, but don't say anything until we get back to New York. So why you tell her right now? She couldn't even focus on fun. She's just like screw face, just mad, like negative energy everywhere, all around her, like just coming out of her pores. That's how bad it was with her. And she couldn't even wait until they was about to get on the school bus. Yeah, they had a school bus. She couldn't even wait. She had to talk to him, and he's just like, yeah, and what's up? Like, what's wrong? And I'm like, Teddy, for real though, like, I don't blame her for like hitting him, because that would have made me pissed off too. Like, you're acting like we didn't have anything, like there was nothing there, when you was just all giving me strawberries, feeding me strawberries. We was in the pool together, I mean not the pool, in the jacuzzi or whatever, you know, you came to visit me while I was locked up, like all of those things, and now you acting like, and like, what's the big deal if I had sex with, like, really? That's not acceptable. That's not okay. So she was just like, you know what, I'm out. She ended up going her own little merry way, and that was pretty much it. And then he, on the bus, he was just like laying on some chick, like, I guess one of the customers, because it was customer employee appreciation day, so I guess she's one of the customers. She looked like some model chick. Her buoys is all out, and he's just laying on it. I'm like, wow, like, you're not feeling this at all, bro. Really? How about we talk about Kanye for president? I don't know, it's so random, but he's crazy. Yeah. VMAs, no. Miley, boo. I can't with you. But anyways, we're not going to talk about that, because I could have a whole nother discussion about that one. Guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to share this video, like this video, subscribe if you want to subscribe. If you have not yet, become a Samore Love bug. Thanks for watching once again. Be sure to stay fabulous, live free, and soar limitless. I'll see you in the next one. Laters.